What's good, LakeShow? We just got, we still getting alerts right now. We are still getting alerts. LeBron clutch 3 seals win. It was one of them games, right? Brother stress. You see, Excedrin, it was one of them type of games, man. It was one of them type of games. But you know what? 6 in a row. We 6 in a row. Quietly. Quietly, we're 6 in a row. Welcome to Big LakeShow vibes. And we're the 7th seed, baby. We the 7th seed. I'm sorry. Who's the 2nd seed? The Suns? Yeah. I think it's the Suns. You gotta see us. Or Utah. One of the two. Either one. You gotta see us. You gotta see us. Clippers, you escaped us to the very end. Let's see if we can meet at the end. We'll see what's gonna happen. But let's get some raw time reactions. You know, I don't usually come post game, especially this late. But listen, playing game was everything that we thought it would be. I know the league, Adam Silver, he's loving it. A LeBron Dagger 3. And let me tell you how crucial that 3 was, right? Steph Curry was coming to cement himself as a clutch player if they were tied. There was no pressure going to overtime, and I'm going to splash one. You can't stop me from taking it. And if I splash it, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be like what LeBron just did. But except you slay LeBron. And instead, from the same spot that Kyrie splashed on you in that corner, top, you know, that, not the corner, but that elbow, I guess if you want to call it, the elbow of the 3. Big time play. Big time play. Big time play. What can I say? That's what I'm talking about. And this is what we're going to get for the playoffs. You see, I don't know if they're going to call that a game winner. Probably not. It doesn't even matter. But what it did was it said you have to make a 3 now in order to tie it. And that's where the pressure's at now. Now we know it's coming. We know you got to take it. You know, he could have hit another finesser, and if it was tied, he had so much in his arsenal if it was tied. Kick to somebody else, LeBron style. Somebody cutting to the rim. There was so many options. But when you up by 3, it's like, listen, you know what the vibes are. It is only one vibe, and that's we got to go in. We got to go in. So I done sweat the whole chair out. You know what I'm saying? Like, review of the chair is A1, because I'm telling you, I was sweating through this joint. And no problems. Leather still stood up. But the game, phenomenal game, LakeShow. We didn't play well from our stars, but I think that they needed a game like that to realize, hey, man, we in this. Bron, I don't know what's up. Is he injured? Is he getting older? Is it a combination of the two? Is he tipsy from last night? I don't know what it is. But what I do know is we're the 7th seed now, and now things are a bit more normal for us. Now it's series, Bron. And you got to beat us 4 out of 7. And that's going to be tough. The team is great. We have the pieces to win against anybody. Anybody. Wes Matthews. You ain't going to get the game ball, but you were the difference. When we were down and we couldn't really get past that hump, you got us past that hump. This has been my favorite. That's been my favorite one the entire season. So it was great to see you. You got to get more minutes. You got to get more minutes. But again, it's all about the matchups. We needed elite guard energy, play, and multiple bodies. Do I expect Schroeder, LeBron, and AD to go as bad as they did in a whole half? No. No. And if that was the wake-up call, we got it. We got it. We almost got bounced. But we prevailed, and that's the difference. You see, it's something about championship mindset, right? Those are the type of games that we was winning last year. If you were in a close game with the LakeShow last year, we were coming for you. And 9 times out of 10, we was finishing that thing. Minus the game where Danny Green missed the last shot. But he's not a Laker no more, so we could talk about him. But the LakeShow got champions, man. Caruso was in there playing like a champion. KC3, he was playing like a champion. We got players, man. We got a team. I know the rotation was super shortened. I like that we brought Wes in, though. That was, I mean, he's one of our better defenders. And I know now he needs more minutes. I don't care how we got to mix it, but he needs more minutes. Schroeder, there's been rumblings about issues. Something's going on there. We need to get that fixed, right? Or maybe this was just playing jitters. But that game was needed. That game let us know where we are at. Like Bron said, an assessment where we think we are and where we actually are and what we need to work on. More plays. There was no chemistry. And just really health. We need these days off. Get healthy. Get right. Let's see what Bron gonna bring to the table. I want to see what Bron's gonna bring to the table in this series up against, who are we playing? Oh man, what a game! What a game, Freight. No, you bounced it back. You bounced it back, man. Let's see who we gotta play now. Who do we have coming up? All right. What are they doing me? Don't do me like that. Let's see who we got this next game. I think we got the Suns, but I just want to make sure now because I'm trying to get busy. Like, I'm trying to really, really flex on these people. Who we playing? Standings. Who do we have in the standings? The Suns. Ooh, CP3. Now I'm locked in. Now I'm locked in, baby. Oh, I'm in your ass. Yeah, I'm in your ass for your Suns. Yeah. It's about to be nighttime. About to be nighttime for the Suns. I mean, sun going down. It's after hours. Call this dusk. So yeah, CP3, Book, Ayton. Great season, but look at what you earned yourself. You earned yourself a one-way ticket to Spankville. Let's get into the game notes. Game was phenomenal, man. This was one of those stressful games, and you know it's a good game when it's stressful, right? I could still feel it right here. You think I'm rubbing my head? It's a tension headache right here, but it was worth it. It was worth it. This is what LakeShow basketball be about sometimes. Again, we got to watch another great Dagger sealer shot by the GOAT. And it was worth it. It was worth it. The lore continues. First quarter, man. Schroeder to bass drum to start for us gave me the feeling like this was going to be our game. I was like, ooh, Schroeder to bass drum? Is that how we vibing? We should be straight. But then clearly I realized that the Warriors wanted smoke. Now early, Bazemore was hitting, Wiggins was hitting. I mean, them two was just confident shooting, like wasn't even thinking about it. Like catch and in rhythm, just up and splash. And I said to myself, okay, hmm, hmm. Now at the same time, we are missing things at the rim. I mean, like, we get into the rim. Mind you, there might have been some missed calls, but you know how they do the LakeShow. They don't give us no calls. They ain't gave us calls all season. So let's not even worry about that. We were going in, right? We're going in. We're going to work. We're going to work. But then we finding out that I don't want to say it's turnovers. Like, we're giving maximum effort, especially on defense. Defense stayed elite. And it's been stand up the entire season, no matter how we play on offense. But then the offense just be going into these things where we just look so disjointed. Like, we don't have no plays. ISO ball only. Every 4 people stand around and 1 person goes. It's that kind of vibe sometimes. And you're just like, we play so much better when everybody's moving, or when it's like somebody moves, then somebody moves, then somebody moves. Like, it's 3 to 4 steps to the play. It's like a bah, kick, 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 finish, dunk. We had a lot of those at the end, and AD is usually the recipient of that final pass with a quick to the rim dunk. So I don't know why we don't implement more plays. I get it. Bron is out there doing his thing. But, man, when we are passing the rock and getting into the open three-point shooters, you see, man, our guys you got shooters, we got shooters. KC3, Caruso, them boys wanted smoke. Them boys wanted big smoke. Baystrom looked well to me. He looked good to me. Now, I think it's the way we're playing Baystrom that's not the best. Like, we got him down just in the paint, where I think I've even seen some games where he's like almost even out of bounds, and he just runs in when it's time to catch that rebound. I'm okay with that on offense. Or he cuts in, like, but let AD get down on the other side of the block. Even kick Drummond out a little bit. Like, who cares? Let him set a screen at the top. Do something where he's involved in action, but at the same time, give AD touches at the bottom or somewhere inside the free throw line. I think that's essential. Or 2-man game between AD and Drummond. I've seen that in a couple of games. But we have to get it to where it just can't be Drummond posting up. That's not the game. It got to be AD posting up with some interesting. Come on, give me something interesting. Kid, I mean, Vogel's a defensive guy. Kid, come on, let's get that. Let's get that. Warriors came out hot. Now, the Lakers, again, we had our lull. I've been talking about this. 4 points in the first 5 minutes. That just has to stop. And then we seen LeBron start going a little bit. KC3, quick 3, boom. 6 points in 2 minutes, just like that. Right after that, 4 points in 5 minutes, 6 points in 2 minutes. Which is still 10 points in 7 minutes. I mean, that ain't good. But geez, it's like, we can play good offense. We just don't do it consistently. KC3 again. More dagger shots. That first quarter, he saved us. I don't even know how we got by. The others, they played great basketball. And here's what else they showed me. They showed me that the others can execute in spurts. Like, if they need to, they could shut it down. They could let the stars do their thing. And then when it's time and when they're called, they're ready to go. That was the name of the game last year. That's the name of the game when we started the season and we went 21-6. For whatever we went, when AD and Bron was healthy, or as healthy as could be after 71 days off NBA, with some celebration. But that's neither here nor there. We in the new playoffs, right? Side note, I won me a t-shirt. if you're watching this, you know who you are. Go ahead and just send me something. It don't gotta be nothing crazy. You know, whatever they got on there. A little on sale joint. I'm a medium. Yeah. Back to business. So first quarter still, we are out here rocking, right? Second unit came in, change of pace. They're the scrappier of the bunch. They're the bunch that actually has been playing together longer. And we had a little stretch when we lost 4 or whatever straight. But since that time, that second unit has been elite. We done beat some good teams with that second unit. We beat the Nets. We spanked them. Second unit, they just know their roles. They scrappy, they work hard, and then they run their offense. It's like you got to run more plays because it's no ego, there's no stars. And I think that's where Schroeder is going to adjust his game, because he was the man on that squad. And now he's number 3 or maybe even beyond at any given moment. So I think he'll get it. We got series to go now. Now we got series. We got at least 4 games. So we're going to get it right. Caruso did his thing. Trez gave me some early minutes. I like seeing Trez play. I wish we would have gave him more minutes, especially on Draymond. I don't know why. Trez is a good post-up offense player. He can get fouls on Draymond. Like they're the same height, and he's scrappy like that. I would have played him more, but I ain't no coach, so who knows? I'm just here from the armchair of a gaming chair with a green screen talking crazy. So don't mind me, Vogues. AD finally hit a 3. He was 0 for 5. And then that's pretty much the last notes that I got for the first quarter. Well, we gonna listen. We running this thing. Second quarter. Let me speed this up a little bit. I might be tripping, right? I might be tripping. This might be too long. Second quarter. So it's 28-22, right? Second quarter. Where am I at in my notes? Here we go. THT came out with the 3 ball. I was like, ooh, that boy came to play. That boy good. That's another guy that I left out when I said championship type play. I like what THT gave me. He didn't give me a lot of minutes, but the minutes that he gave me, I knew something was right. I knew something about that boy was good. So he gave me some good. When he hit that to start, I'm like, there's some fight in us. There's some fight in us. Yes, the Warriors are looking good right now. They're hitting everything. But if we can just weather the storm, they will crumble. So, second quarter happened, you know what I'm saying? THT smooth 3. LeBron just started initiating offense. I seen him do and he'd only be doing a lot with the passes. Just be like a little light dump. Excuse me. I don't know if he got the triple-double. I don't think so. When I looked up at one point in the fourth quarter, it was 18, 9, and 9. So he had that. I know he was close. But throughout the game, LeBron was dishing that ball. I wish he would have been a little bit more aggressive. But that's being selfish. I don't know how he's feeling. But at the same token, when he passes it to you, you make it. And everybody kept trying to do the LeBron bounce pass in the paint. That's a LeBron only special. Schroeder did it mad times and got mad turnovers. It was and AD wasn't even catching it all the time. It's like, listen. Everybody don't need to do that, okay? That's a LeBron special. And nobody's going to bark at LeBron if he don't make it. So let's just let that go. Let's let it go. It's not a good pass. LeBron just makes it good. It's a bounce pass in the lane. It's mad congested. And people know it's coming now. You fake up, down, and go up. We don't even throw alleys like we used to last year. Yeah, we had, I think, one. I seen AD. I remember AD catching one in this game, but yeah. Lakers defense, though, in that second quarter held us down again. It really, really did hold us down. I mean, they won the quarter. They won the quarter. They won the first quarter by 6. They won the second quarter by 7. But listen, the way we was playing offensively, the defense held us down. They just kept it manageable. They just kept it manageable. LeBron AD's offense made it tough, made it difficult. Schroeder as well. I mean, the numbers that they had was just like, at one point it was like 2 for 20 something amongst the three. It was like, oh my, it was bad. It was bad. But when I saw that the game was still in hand, it's like at any point, if they ever turn it around, I'm talking about the big boys, Bron and AD and Schroeder. If even 2 of the 3 turn it around, whatever 2 of the 3, we're going to take over this thing. And that's exactly what happened. So the Lakers offense, I mean, mind you, the Steph Curry 3 kind of made it bad to end the half. Because we was looking decent, right? We was looking decent that quarter. We had cut it down. It was making it manageable. And then all of a sudden, they would just push that lead. And right to end the quarter, they went on a nice little icing on the cake with the cherry on top being a Steph Curry Dagger 3. He had, I think, 15 points in the first half. I'm like, but I just knew that Steph wasn't having one of those like on fire games. It just didn't. He didn't look like he was on fire. He like he made a couple, but he didn't look like he was on fire. And you know when Steph gets on fire. Like when Steph get on fire, it get bad. It get bad. All right, let's keep going. So now we at halftime, right? It's 55-42. We down by 13. My whole thinking again is we are good right now. The 3 of our starters have pretty much shot us out of the game. I've seen us come back by 13 easy. We make runs. We got the #1 defense. They cause turnovers, and the turnovers lead to quick offense. And then once we start, it's like when our defense starts getting in that kind of element where we are moving around, hustling, and we are getting them turnovers, and it's like a domino effect. One happens, then 3 turnovers is happening, and then you look up, and you done had like 5 or 6, 7, 8 turnovers in the quarter. The boys get busy. So third quarter came, and it started happening. LakeShow said, they turned it up. They just you know what I'm saying? We cranked it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? As you were saying, the Bimmer, I went from, what do they call that? Comfort mode. Hit that button for sport mode. Like, okay, let's go. Hit that sport mode button. We started rolling. We started rolling, right? Third quarter came, dominated them. They talking about Steph quarters missed the third quarter. Blah, 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 blah. Yo, them boys came out of the locker room like, I know they don't think that we are going to play this bad again. And they got another thing coming. Immediate 8-0 run. 13 down to 5. You're like, oh. I know what they was thinking. Like, we need Clay. We need Clay. Now. KCP was giving champ vibes in that third quarter. Champ vibes. Defense, offense, all of that. Make it straight far to back. Like, I'm talking about. Once we got it within that after that 8-0 run, they might have scored again. They might have scored a couple times, but at that point, we had the confidence. You see, Kerr said something early that they caught on camera. I think he said, not that they scared, but he said that they don't believe, or something along those lines. I can't remember the exact words. It was something like, they don't believe over there. We believe. Or they worried, something, but we believe. It was like, At that moment, when we did that 8-0 run, I felt like then we believed. That's when we believed that we can really wax this team. And then we proceeded to do that. We fought back, tied it up. And then then it was like, I saw little things that just gave me the impression that we're going to win this game. I saw Wiggins, he make a bucket on Bron, and then I see Bron come down and say, ice a jumper right in his face. And I'm like, ooh. Get your shot back, Bron. Get your shot back, Bron. If you hitting like that, when we need one, you're going to hit one for us. So that, when I started seeing things like that, I said, oh, yeah. This is where I want to be. This is where we want to be at right now, right here, right now. This is where we want to be in this third quarter. And so we seen the Lakers just not making great plays every time on offense. Like, they had a couple of them weird ones, right? A couple of them throwaway plays I was talking about where they make a bad play to AD, or they just, one person would go off. I'm not going to say no names because I got love for everybody. You know who we know. Schroeder. He was bugging, all right? He was low-key bugging. Schroeder was low-key bugging. But he made some good plays for us, too. But he was low-key bugging. He was definitely low-key bugging. Boy was tripping. But even in those plays, if there was a turnover, we get back on D. We make a play. Like, the defense throughout the game, when we're up, when we're down, it is stout. Like, you're just not getting an easy shot off us. You got to run some action. You got to do a lot. I know people look wide open, but that's because we're doing a lot of stuff. And especially when LeBron is out, the defense clamps. So, yeah. And then Wes. This is when Wes came in. So, again, Lakers are like, we in like a middle space. We right there battling. We battling now. Now it's a game. We done been up a little bit. We back down a little bit. It's teetering. Now we just, okay. It's any team for themselves. Wes came in and started making plays. Wes came in and started making plays. And if you've been following this channel, you know we got love for Wes. We got love for Wes because the boy he be hustling on defense. Like, he got the hands. Your man's being there doing work. But tonight, he hit a timely bucket, and I said, oh, we can count on him. We can definitely count on him. We can. And so that just sparked everything. Then I seen AD going to work. I seen AD get a block and then come down and finally get on the block and start make a play to the rim, score. That's all we asking. DPOY/baby goat. 28 and 12 plus the DPOY. That's you. We're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. And then we seen to finally solidify ourselves. We started making plays on transition. If anybody knows, that's our game. Transition offense. Again, our defense is number one. Once we make a play, we got to make them pay. Once we make a play, we got to make them pay. And we made y'all pay. We made them pay. We was doing like it might have took 4 or 5 passes. But it was nice passes, and they was leading to a finish at the rim. That's when I knew. That's when I knew we were good. When I seen that cohesion start clicking, I said, whoa, whoa, whoa. The Clippers really want to see us at the end? At the mountaintop? They bug. They bug. They bug. And so, where we at now? Now I'm low-key excited because this is when the game started shifting, and when I was like, stress relief. At this point, I'm like, okay, now we doing good. I seen LeBron start giving us bounce passes to the rim. I told you, LeBron's the only one that needs to be giving us that bounce pass. He gave one to Kuz. Nice finish, cut finish, boom. Then I seen a LeBron 3. I'm like, oh, we might be on to something. When LeBron start hitting tray bombs, you know there's more coming. And especially if it's before the fourth quarter. If he's hitting threes before the fourth quarter, he's got one for you in the fourth. And boy, did he. And LeBron to end that quarter, like it was a close game. And the Warriors still, they, you know what I'm saying? They made a couple plays. Steph had another nice 3 to end the quarter to even get them to where they was at. But with LeBron dissecting them, passing, doing what he needed to do, pressing the offense, even if we didn't finish at the rim, we were only down by 2 to end that third quarter. Down by 13 in second, only down by 2. 11-point swing in that third quarter. And I said, oh, they cooked. They're cooked. I don't know how, but we're going to win this one. We're going to win this one. I cannot see them, like Vogel said, once the freight train starts rolling, there's nothing they can do. And there was nothing that they could do. The fourth quarter, we came out and immediately started foot on the gas, letting you know what happened in the first half, it's not happening anymore. You're going to have to play us, and you have to play well. Somebody going to have to be special. And that's how, and it started getting real. Alley-oop to AD to start. That's how we used to start games all the time last year. Alley-oop to JaVale, alley-oop to AD. 3 or 4 of them. LeBron go to work in the paint, and AD, JaVale just know the right time to cut. So timing is going to be better, but I like seeing it to start the fourth because that let me know what our mindset was. We're not going to try to out-3 you. We're going to out-bully you. We're going to out-in-the-paint you, and we'll see if you can stop us. We'll see if you can stop AD, everything towards the rim. We'll see if you can stop LeBron, everything towards the rim. Schroeder is a towards the rim type player. And if you do, then you have to hit our second line of offense, which is the bows and arrows. That's our shooters. The snipers from 3. So we'll see what you got. So when I see alley-oop to AD, I'm like, inside-out offense, I like that. Lakers finally get the lead on an inbounds assist from Kuz to James. So hold on, I had it wrong. We hadn't been up the whole time. We've been scrapping, but we get close, and we wouldn't even be up. I forgot. This game was so stressful. It was like, so correction, I'm sorry. We wasn't even up. We wasn't even up at no point till the fourth quarter. Wow. That's why I like taking notes, because I'd be like, it was stressful. But yeah, so we got the lead on. I remember now, if that inbounds past the Kuz, Boom, right there. Early in the fourth quarter. So it was like, y'all been fighting this off. But fourth quarter's our time. Like Coach Boone said. Second half is our time. Sunshine, Glasgow, Davis. You're playing both sides. And then Freight Train. What can I say? I don't know how many points Freight had in the fourth quarter, but he went off. Shout out to Freight. Shout out to Freight. Freight Train James went in, and everybody fouled. Everybody got on. West started locking them up. Like Akon. LeBron getting to the rim, right side of the rim, up and unders. It was just like, it was poetry in motion the way he was doing it. I was just like, thank you for the driver of the basketball. As Skip says, the best driver of the basketball to ever play. What can you do when the freight train is coming? But just either get out the way or foul him. And Wes wanted it. That's what earned him minutes. Wes showed me tonight that when in doubt, he's one of our dogs. He's one of our dogs. And then AD started hitting. And it was over. When AD hit that three, I said, again, it was moments like that that I knew, because this game is still close at this point, is when I knew it's like just certain things were in our favor. The rest wasn't in our favor, but certain things was just working out for us. Schroeder started attacking, finally, which was his game. Started getting some good offense going. And then to end the game. Game is tied at 100. Shot clock winding down. Bron kicks it in there. Offensive play gets busted. Bron says, give me Timmy back. If you look back, he says, give it to me back. As Shumpert eloquently puts it in his interviews, hand. Got that thing and said, yo, it's my time. It's my time. LeBron been trying to hit one of those all season. He been trying to get him one all season. This was the game. Against Steph, this was the time. And what did he do? Just like the man he's about to pass, the mailman. That man delivered. That man delivered. Oh my goodness. I love it. I love it. Shout out to the Lake Show. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe out here. We're in the 7th seed. Time to do some damage. Let's get to these box score numbers. And then we're going to cut this off. This video mad long. See, this is why I can't be playing. This is why I can't be doing the videos right after. Because I'll be too into it. Like, I'll be too into it. Here we go. Let's get to the box scores. Let's read these off quickly. All right. So, let's start off with Freight Train. 22 points, 11 assists, 22 points, 11 rebounds, 10 assists, triple dub for Freight Train James on his very first playing game. You know he's the narrative king. He's Mr. Narrative. What did he go for shooting? 7 of 17. Not a good game shooting, but it's not the worst. I mean, it got better. 2 of 4 from the 3, 50%. That's amazing. 6 of 9 from the free throw line, 66%. 1 block, 2 steals, plus 13 on the game, though. Just something to think about. Right? Next up, we got AD, 25 and 12. That's real close. 2 assists as well. Now think about that. After the first half, he was terrible. First half, he was terrible. Second half, he finished shooting 10 of 24. It ain't the worst. I mean, it ain't the best, but it ain't the worst. 1 of 6 from the 3, and we needed that one. 4 of 4 from the free throw line. That's what I need. 1 block, 2 steals as well. +2. Schroeder, 12 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. That's close to that 15 that I need from Schroeder. 3 rebounds is good. 5 assists is good. 3 of 14 from the field is not good. 1 of 6 from the 3 is not good. 5 of 6 from the free throw line. I appreciate that. 1 block, 1 steal. -20 though. Schroeder. Steph was going in on you, man. But that's okay. You ain't been playing like that. You know what I'm saying? You just got back. Your stamina might not be there yet. I understand it. But that was a humbling lesson. Like, you got to up your game. And I believe you will. I believe you will. KCP, 10 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 of 5 from the field, 2 of 4 from the 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 block, 3 steals. He was a -7, but his gameplay early and his defense, A1. A1. It only took 5 shots, 3 of 5 and 2 of 4 from the 3. I only need you at 50% from the 3. Whatever you take is however many you take. And 10 points, that's all I'm asking from you. And last, bass drum, 4 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 17 minutes. He wasn't really involved. 2 or 3 from the field, 2 blocks. I thought he played great defense, especially at the rim. Thought he was getting a lot of rebounds. I don't know. Volo just got to find ways to get these guys in or to run plays. I mean, I guess it's the timing. We just haven't had time to really sit down and say, how can we get these 3 involved? Drummond, LeBron, AD. But I know that there are ways to do it. I know that they are. I know that they are. Whether it be, again, Drummond running pick and roll with LeBron at the top of the key, and then AD coming in for last minute cut, whatever. But let's get to it. Bench. Shout out to the others. Everybody played major role. Shout out to the others. Caruso, 14 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 6 of 12 from the field, 2 of 3 from the 3. Psst, amazing game. 1 block, 3 steals, +4. Kuzma, 6 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 of 7 from the field, 0 of 2 from the 3, 2 steals, +8. Kuz played some good defense too. And those 6 rebounds, don't think we didn't appreciate that, because some of them was key rebounds, like key rebounds. Wes Matthews, 3 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 of 4 from the field, 1 of 4 from the 3. That's the thing about numbers, right? You look at that, you say, you played a terrible game. But I'm going to tell you, here's where it's at. And if you look at man, y'all better look at my videos I've been trying to tell y'all. I know they're kind of long. You're probably not even looking at this part now. Wes Matthews is +17. +17. He leads the team in plus-minus. He's that kind of guy. He just makes an impact when he's in. I can't explain it, but it's multiple games where this is the case. The numbers won't show it. Well, those are, points, rebounds, assists, plus-minus, +17. Shout out to him. Montrez, 4 points, 3 rebounds, 1 of 3 from the field, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. He gave me a steal, -2. Yo, he didn't even get that much time, but when he was in, I knew he was in. Those 3 rebounds and the 4 points in 10 minutes, that's not bad. And last, THT, 3 points, 1 of 2 from the field, 1 of 2 from the 3. That one that he made kind of set the quarter off. I think it was in the 3rd quarter. Kind of set it off. Let us know the second half, like, we gonna make it. Either the 2nd quarter start or 3rd quarter start. Either one. It was one of those confidence boosters. Also had a steal, +1 on the game. So I say all that to say, Stars didn't play well, but they played a lot better the second half. The bench bailed us out, and the defense was the intangibles. You just won't see it. But like somebody like Wes Matthews, +17. Caruso, +4. Kuzma, +8. They guys was hustling on defense. Second unit held it down for us. Shout out to them. Game ball. I want to give it to Wes. I really do. But it's just not right. I just can't. It got to go to Freight Train. And why? He's a +13 on the game. 22 points, 11 rebounds, 10 assists. That's another 20 points and assists. Impact. 50% from 3. 1 block, 2 steals. He just did a lot. He did a lot. Even in the state that he was in, I didn't realize, like, where did you get all those stats at? So, and this was a close game, so they were all needed. So game ball goes to him. Hopefully they, I think this is one of their lower, level games. We can only go up from here. And that's the Phoenix Suns' problem. Because we are about to get in your ass. All right. That's about it. That wraps up. Y'all will see more coming real soon. Preview of Lakers Suns is coming up real soon. Now, it'll probably be like more closer to the start of the game, the day of the game, that'll probably drop. So, yeah, man, we in the playoffs. We officially in the postseason. I consider this the postseason, but now we're rocking. Year-end season review also coming soon. I didn't review the last game, so I'll kind of throw that in there, as well as just an overall assessment of our regular season. This has been the Lake Show. We're on the big and better things right now. Let's go postseason.